CompHERE is a friendship program for people who have a diagnosed mental illness, and so we recruit, screen, train and support volunteers who are matched with people referred to the program by their health professionals. So essentially the volunteers will make an initial 12-month commitment to meet weekly or fortnightly with a person referred to the program. And the idea is about breaking down the social isolation that so many people with mental illness experience. So we have a various screening process and training for volunteers, whereby we inform them about the different sorts of mental illness that people may be experiencing, and look at ways in which they can develop a friendship with people.
So it's a one-on-one friendship program where people commit to 4 hours a month initially for a 12-month period and spend some time with people. It might be coffee, might be going to a footy match, just something to provide some friendship to people.
The major benefit would be that people are less isolated. People are referred to the program because they want to be part of the program, because they're looking for a friend, and often their experience has been that because of the mental illness, either their families haven't sort of been able to cope, or they are still involved but they're really the only people that they might have sort of social contact with. So we find that a lot of the people referred to the program actually have lost friends along the way because there's been a lack of understanding and about the illness and the way in which it's impacted on their lives. So essentially it's about being able to have someone who takes a special interest in them, and also just does ordinary things that we do with our friends. I mean, I think sometimes we take for granted the fact that we've got someone to go out and have a coffee with, or go to a movie, or go see the footy. Often people are, if they are actually doing these sorts of activities, they're doing them on their own. So being part of the program means that they have someone who they can share those activities with.
We have, I think, about 90 plus matches at the moment, with more people volunteering and people with a mental illness coming on board to the program. It seems to be a very successful program. Essentially,
volunteers come to the program because they have a desire to be able to help other people. Either they feel that they themselves have been quite fortunate and had lots of, good luck and blessings along the way, and that they feel that they'd like to be able to sort of be a support to someone who's maybe had a more difficult time of it. But in the process of the relationship developing, I think the volunteers then find that they have made a friend. So they come to see the person not so much as someone with a mental illness, but as a friend who happens to have a mental illness. That there's much more to the person that they've been matched with than just the diagnosis of a mental illness. So I think that there's those opportunities of just sort of developing a friendship and gaining a greater understanding of how the illness can impact on them. I think also the role actually provides people with an opportunity for personal growth, like to be able to reflect on their own values and belief systems and the way they interact with people, and I think that has a flow-on effect in the rest of their lives. Because the program is relationship-based, it's not task-oriented, so the role itself sort of can throw up sort of lots of challenges in terms of reflecting on how we communicate with people and knowing what our limits are, what our boundaries are. So there's lots to be gained. There is a greater need for more mental health services in the community, there's no doubt about it, and governments have responsibility. But government can't legislate friendship. And friendship is such an important part of our lives, an important part of our well-being, our general well-being. And I think that CompHERE really provides an incredibly valuable opportunity for people to reach out to one another and make friends.
CompHERE is a friendship program offered by St Vincent de Paul Society. It is an internationally accredited, award-winning volunteer program that helps break down the stigma associated with mental illness through friendship and support. The Compeer model is based on the simple premise that friendship is powerful medicine, and that one steady, reliable and caring companion can make all the difference and bring joy and hope into a person's life that may be empty of both. The power of friendship can help someone isolated through mental illness to live a happier, more productive life. Contact your State Council office regarding Compeer programs in your state.